Ben Linden's body still hasn't been found after a great white attacked him off Australia's west coast. This is now the world's deadliest shark attack zone. Beaches remain closed, orders given to kill any shark between 4 and 5 metres long.
Just about in the middle there where that first grip pack of surfers is where I was.
Glenn Orges was mauled by a shark 3 years ago. He lost his hand and part of his arm.
He just yanked me under the water and it was just doing loops basically under the water. After that it was shaking me, trying to get my arm off.
Incredibly, Glenn still surfs. He has a huge amount of sympathy for the family of the latest shark victim.
Yeah, I just, I've been thinking about them and I just feel really sorry for what they have to go through.
In the waters around Australia, every year on average, there are 15 shark attacks on humans and 1 death. With 5 deaths in the last 10 months, the whole debate about how best to deal with the shark threat has been reopened.
A recent tagging programme showed great whites can spend months lingering off the coast. They are a protected species, but now there's talk of lifting that status so they can be fished or even culled. Despite the recent deaths, many surfers want the sharks left alone.
I don't think going out and culling sharks is a good solution in any respect.
And there is technology like shark repellent electronic devices and stuff, and in places like South Africa where it's a real problem, they get used quite a lot. If we're going to put time and money and effort into a solution, we should go down that road.
Any surfer loves the ocean and they don't want to tamper with anything in it, just as long as they stay lucky and keep all their limbs.
The authorities are at a loss as to know what to do. The deaths are not only tragic but bad for business and tourism. Experts like Martin Garwood say killing the sharks is not the solution.
What would be a good benefit from this debate is if this protected status is reassessed. That would require a population study to really try and gauge how many there are on the West Australian coast and when they're around. And that would definitely tell you, based on what we already know, is that there's not many around. And so that culling is definitely not a required option to manage this species and keep us safe as well.
So while the search continues for Ben's remains, the search also continues for an answer as to how best protect both humans and sharks. Jonathan Samuels, Sky News, Sydney.